Hey everybody, welcome back to Wigs Gaming. We have been going through the worst Pokemon of every generation, and today we are on poison types. This is one of the best types in my personal opinion due to its overall utility and how most of their Pokemon are also bulky all at the same time. I really like poison types. I'm going to have some difficult decisions to make. If you are excited, please be sure to hit the like button down below and please subscribe. I'm going to get the rest of these out one every single day is the goal. Please subscribe so you don't miss out. Now, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with poison. Now, there are a lot of Generation 1 poison types, and there is one in particular that I think everybody knows is the worst poison type in all of existence. And that answer, quite clearly, is Kakuna. The thing is, if you get a Weedle, and then you get a Kakuna, and then you get a Beedrill, it's not like it's all that bad. But compared to the other powerhouses on this list, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Arbok, Golbat, Vileplume, Victory Bell, Tentacruel, Muck, Weezing, Gengar, there are a lot of great poison types in Gen 1. And this thing only gets hardened if you don't catch a Weedle first. And as a kid, you don't know that, right? So as a kid, you catch this thing, and then you're mad that it only knows Harden because you don't know that Weedle evolves into it. And then you end up with a Beedrill that gets like Fury Attack and crap like that, and it doesn't actually get decent moves until Gen 6 when it has a Mega. And that's where you stand. Butterfree is way better. That Butterfree line is way better. Kakuna is just Kakuna. He's bad. He's real bad. Now, Gen 2, they didn't add a lot. They did not add a lot, but I think the obvious answer is Spinarak. I don't know why or what they were thinking when they added Spinarak and Ariados into the game. You add a 2-stage Bug-type evolution that we thought was pretty cool. Like, it gets Nightshade, it gets Feint Attack, but it's not a Dark type, it's not a Ghost type, it's Bug Poison. And by the way, the only Poison move it learns is like Poison Sting. That was your experience with Gen 2 if you caught a Spinarak. Wasn't fun. Never worked. No one ever wanted to use this thing. They'd see this thing and they'd run. Or they'd catch it and they'd throw it in the box and they'd never see it again. That's just how it goes with poor Spinarak. That's just how it goes. Generation 3. Generation 3 has some very good Pokemon on this list. But there is a bad one in the mix. When Roserade was created, the Roselia line was redeemed. But Roselia in of itself, I don't know why it even bothered to exist. It's probably one of the worst grass types ever, made as well. It just doesn't have any power. Its design is kind of unique and kind of cool. Maybe, I don't know. But I just can't get behind the fact that this thing, one, should not be a poison type at all. But two, what are you trying to be, and are you ever going to be that strong? The answer is probably no to all those questions. Now look, I think there's a predictable answer coming up. Not for Generation 4, though. My apologies. Generation 4 is Badoo. For the same reason I said Roselia. Why does Badoo exist? You made Roserade, which was cool. Why did you have to make Badoo and Roserade? That's where I'm not really understanding Gen 4 here. So I'm going to say Badoo is the worst. But no, I wanted to talk about Gen 5. I wanted to talk about Gen 5. This is why. This is why. I know everybody wants me to do Trubbish and Garbodor. Everybody in their world, everybody and their mother says all the time, Trubbish and Garbodor are the most unoriginal Pokemon that have ever existed. I get it, man. They took a trash bag and they made it a Pokemon. They took an actual garbage dump that it evolved and made it a Pokemon, and that's what the trash bag evolves into. But what I love about this thing is that it's a poison type. What I love about this thing is it's actually designed really well. So, I personally think that this thing is actually one of the better poison types in the entire game. I think it's really unique that you make a Pokemon after trash and you make it a poison type. I think it's cool. I really do. I think it's cool, man. I don't know why people trash on this thing so much. Who cares if it doesn't look, if it looks like a dump? This right here is a mushroom with a Pokeball on it. Nobody said a word about it. Come on, man. Now, I think the true answer is going to be Whirlipede, and I'll tell you why. Whirlipede doesn't even look like a bug. This thing looks like a Phanpy using Rollout or a Donphan using Rollout. It's got one eye hanging out of each side, no legs. What is this thing trying to be? I don't know. Now, Scolipede looks cool, but what are you? What are you? You're on the list. Gen 6. Wow. I have to choose between Venusaur, Mega Beedrill, Mega Gengar, Skrelp, and Dragalge. Obviously Skrelp. It has to be. I think Skrelp was on my water list too. My problem is it drops its water type and it goes to like Poison Dragon, I think, or Poison Grass or something. Why? I don't know. Skrelp is not a bad Pokemon. It's just, there's nothing. It's also not, just because it evolves, it's not a bad Pokemon. Let's start with that. But, like, there's just nothing I can say about this thing that makes me feel like I like it, if that makes sense. And I also don't know why it's aquatic. Like, why does it have to be water type? It makes no sense. Gen 7. Oh, we got Alolan Muck and Grimer. We got Mareanie and Toxapex. We got Salandit and Salazzle. And then we got the Ultra Beasts. That's tough. That is tough. That is tough. I think strictly from a design standpoint, I have to go Alolan Grimer. All they did was change this guy's color and give him a chin strap, but yet he's still a poison type. I like the Alolan Muck a lot, especially when it's animated, how the colors look, but this thing just looks really bad. I can't get behind the Alolan Grimer. It just looks, I don't think they needed to do it, or they could have done a little bit more, but they did a great job with the Alolan Muck. I think it looks really good. Gen 8. Another one with some tough choices. Tough choices. I think, honestly, I'm going to go with Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing is the exact same complaint I have with Alolan Grimer. They changed the color, they gave him a hat, and they put a mustache on him. Was the goal to make him look like Lincoln? Was that the joke they were going for? No, because this Pokemon was made in Japan. But it does look like they were trying to make him look like Lincoln, though. It really does. It really does. It's kind of growing on me. I'm not doing it. No. Before I change my mind, I'm not doing it. Before I change my mind. Oh, boy. I think we already know the answer here. It's Shroodle. Shroodle, Gen 9, I just don't know what you are. You evolve into a monkey, so what are you and why do you evolve into a monkey? I just don't understand what you're supposed to be, Shroodle, to be honest with you. And to be completely honest, even further than that, I almost want to put you as the worst of the worst, but I'm actually going to put Kakuna as the worst. No, I'm going to put Spinarak as the worst of the worst. I just don't know what to do with Spinarak. I don't know why it exists, and I don't know what its purpose is. I have to go Spinarak. So there's the list. There is the list. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit that like button down below, and please subscribe if you're new. Ground type will be coming tomorrow. Thanks, and I'll see you then.